Hello everybody, and welcome to a new year of bullet journaling. First and foremost, if you hear any noises, that's probably my baby down on the floor playing. Anyway, for this coming year's bullet journal, I am going to, that was him, I'm going to theme my whole bullet journal again, and, well goodness, yeah, I'm sure you could hear that. I'm going to theme my whole bullet journal again, and this year I am going with Disney. So, I am doing the whole thing, including the cover again. And for the cover, I decided to make my bullet journal into, that's right, into an old school kind of fairy tale book design. Yeah! Because I thought that would be a pretty cool idea for a Disney-themed bullet journal. He is just talking away. I am sure you guys can hear. Hi, how's it going down there? So first I started by cutting off the little band that goes around the book and the bookmarks that come with it. And then I mapped out how much of the material I would need to cover the book. Next, I used a hot glue gun to put the ridges on the spine, because you know how those old school type books will have those kind of ridges in the spine. I don't know what they're called exactly, but they have them. And then I used a couple different types of glues to glue on the cover. And the material that I used had a little bit of stretch to it, so that it could stretch around the ridges and still cover all the book, and I wouldn't need like an excess of material for it. So I used the hot glue and let that dry to create the ridges, and then I glued around those ridges so that they were solid. And then I glued the inside cover so it covered the entire book as it should. And like I said, the material I used had a bit of stretch to it so that I could stretch it up and over, and because of the ridges it wouldn't bubble up. It would stretch over them instead of bubbling up around them. And yeah, and it also isn't a terribly thick material either, thank goodness, or else I don't think it would have worked as well. But yeah, I just glued it on pretty simply. I cut it out and made sure that it was the right space to fit the book, and then glued it on so that it, instead of a black bullet journal, it was a brown fairy tale old school book cover. Yeah, so that was a simple part. And then for the spine, I took the small tab bits and put some glue on that, and I used a toothpick to push it down in and let that dry down in there, so it covered the spine as well, and I didn't have some odd bits sticking up at the end, and you didn't have to glue it down to the pages or anything like that. That's what I like about this bullet journal too. There's a slight gap there so that I could use the toothpick to push it down in there with some glue, and then that is it. The whole thing's covered. And it has the ridges on the back that stick up nicely that you can see on the side. And then I was free to move on to the cover. So for the cover, for an old school fairy tale, they normally have some elaborate fancy border. So I just used these gold stickers that I found that I thought would be absolutely perfect, that I got for that. And so I just put them around the edges, and I cut whatever I need to so that it would be down to size and it would fit. And I wasn't quite sure what to do about the corners at first, until I found this sheet of sticker that was perfect for the border. So for the corners, I took from that same sheet of stickers one of the edges, and I cut them into pieces to make little corner bits, and I stuck them on there, and I feel like it worked out more perfect than I could have planned it to work out. They fit perfectly into each corner, and they're the exact same style and color as the other stickers, so it kind of meshed in seamlessly with the border bits and completed the entire border of the book. So it was pretty lucky, I think. So that's the border done. And then for the rest of it, I decided on the front, because as any good fairy tale starts, it starts with once upon a time. So I found these very shimmery, sparkly, glitter-filled cursive stickers that I thought would be absolutely perfect for the title of a fairy tale. And I just got those as well, and so I spelled out once upon a time on the front, and I just sort of loosely laid the stickers down onto the front just to begin with, just to get them on there, and then I could kind of rearrange them and place them how I wanted them to look, the spacing and all that, and then I could press them down till they actually stuck onto the front. And of course the dot for the eye, I didn't put that on until very last because I didn't want to deal with something that tiny. Then I just sealed the whole cover of it. I used Mod Podge to just seal the stickers on there because I was afraid of them coming off first off, and honestly I'm glad that I did, because these stickers didn't stick terribly well to this type of material. So just to be absolutely safe and kind of necessary to seal them on the front. And then it was just letting them dry, and that was it. My very simple creation of next year's bullet journal 2020, the beginning of my Disney theme. So let me know what you think in the comments, and give it a like if you enjoyed it. I hope you guys did, and that's all that I got for you. So subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!